Hey everybody, I'm KK.
I'm Kristen.
Together we are.
K&K Crochet.
And today we're going to talk about the Hexi Cardi party. My Hexi Cardi is finished. Yay!
Mine is not.
Yay, it's okay. It's okay if yours isn't finished. You have until December to create one. So we're doing a Hexi Cardi party bus all year long. So if you're still on the Hexi Cardi bus, that's fine. Keep rolling. You'll get there. And I just wanted to talk today about reflections on the Hexi Cardi and things I wish I had known before, or things that may have helped me had I known them before. Little tips and tricks that may help you decide if you want to make one, how you want to make one. The first thing I would say you need to think about is the weight of yarn that you want to use. Hexi Cardi, when I finished mine, I literally was like, it's just like a blanket. You're wearing a blanket. That's what I feel like. And I'm so grateful that I used a mandala, which says 3 weight, or says 4 weight, but we all know it's a 3, right? If it had been a 4, I don't think I could have worn it, because it's already very heavy. No, I don't want to say heavy. It's not heavy, but it would have been had it been a 4. So think about your yarn weight. Number 2, you want to think about your pattern. For me, I did not want to do the regular Hexi Cardi granny stitch pattern. I may do that on my next one, but I wanted something without a lot of holes. Now I understand why it doesn't matter if it has a lot of holes, because it literally is like wearing a blanket. It is still warm. And I think too, when you start to think about your Hexi Cardi, a lot of people may have trouble figuring out how to fold it, because it's a hexagon and you have to fold it to make the shoulders and the arms and everything meet. There is a really good video, or not video, there's a really good, there's a video that I didn't know about, but there is a video on Make and Do Crew's Day Date cardigan, the one that I made and Kristen's making. It's a YouTube video, so if you didn't know that and you go through the stuff that she has on her blog, you'll find that there's a link to the videos. I wish now that I had watched the videos, they may have made life a little simpler when I was trying to complicate it. But she has a diagram to show you how to fold the Hexi Cardi. And that's wonderful. But I will say that Spring, from Spring the Fiber Enthusiast, if you go to her Hexi Cardi video, she has a trick to help you always be able to remember where the fold goes. And to me, that was really altering for this pattern. Even though I was doing the other pattern, when I saw that, it translated. So she has the tip and tricks on her, so you need to go look at her Hexi Cardi video so that you can see what you need to do to meet those edges so that you never have to worry about it again. And I think too, for me, the stigma that it was so hard to do, it's never gonna be able to do it. It's a wearable. A Hexi Cardi is so simple. You can try it on as you go. You can make it fit. You can make it the way you want to make it fit. I kind of think of it like with Amigurumi. If you've done enough of them, you know how to, the tips and tricks to change it up and make it the way you want it to be. And you can take a pattern and change it up. Well, a Hexi Cardi, I think, is a lot of the same way. When I got to the end, I didn't want to finish following the directions, so I made it up. I did it the way I wanted to. Once you understand the basic shape and what happens, then you can do what you want to with it. So I think it's getting out of your mindset of, I can't do that. That's a wearable. I can't make a wearable. And I'll be honest, I still feel that way about wearables. I can't make wearables. I've already made them, but I feel like I can't. So I have some others on the back burner I want to make eventually. We'll see. Do you have tips and tricks for things you came across?
Just make sure you do your gauge. I did not. And I was following, I haven't finished mine, but I was following, I don't think I even talked about this yet, but I was following the size and how many rows they said to do. And I ended up having to rip back, like, what, 6 rows?
Me too.
Because it was, I was drowning in it.
Yeah,
I went into Mom's room, I said, look! It was like all down here.
I did the same thing, and I had to rip it back. like I said, try it on as you go, because that way you know whether or not it's, even if you didn't do gauge, if you don't want to do gauge, if you want to do gauge, great. If you don't want, I mean, even your tension over time could change the gauge. But if you don't want to do gauge, try it on as you go, and that way you'll know. The Make and Do Crew, the day date cardigan, fortunately for us, was one where there wasn't a pattern that you had to do a bunch of repeats. It was a 2-row repeat, so we were able to pull it back, you know, as far as we needed to, and it didn't mess with the pattern. I was working on something the other day, and I thought, I can't fudge this because it's not something I normally, and I don't even remember what it was. Oh yeah, I do. I was working on something for Christmas extravaganza I've never made before, and I thought, I can't fudge this because I've never made a construction like this. And so once I got so far and the shaping was what it was supposed to be, where I needed it to be, then I was able to fudge the rest. I think I was off by 1 stitch, and I ripped the whole thing out and started over because I knew I couldn't fudge it like an amigurumi or a hat. And then I redid it again, and I was still off. I was good for several rows, and then I got off again by a stitch or two. It was just a construction I'd never made before, with a yarn I'd never used before. So
try it on as you go.
Yep.
Do your gauge if you want to. I still haven't done the gauge. I just tried it on and realized I was wrong.
Trial and error. And I think having time together where we all were doing it together was a push for me, because I saw who was it? Maybe Jana Kay had finished hers, I think, and Catherine from Catherine's Granny Squares, and I just decided I needed to finish, because what's it look like when the host isn't finishing? You know, but it doesn't really matter. We have all year, right? But I wanted to finish mine, and then when I finished mine, I saw where a couple others finished theirs. So it's being there for each other, and that's how this whole thing got started. We put up a video and said, these are the things that we would like to make that we've never made before. What would you like to make? And a bunch of you said, oh, I want to make a Hexi Cardi. I've never made one before. And as soon as that happened, I said, well, let's do it together. And that was a wonderful thing for me, to be able to have you all pushing us and, you know, being there talking about it and showing us and telling us what you were going through with it, and just working through it together. It's you know, camaraderie, being able to help each other. So that being said, what's our next project we want to work on together? You all let us know in the comments down below. If you haven't finished your Hexi Cardi, that's okay. If you never finish it, it's okay. If it's not for you, that's fine. If you finish it in December, that's fine. If you finish it next December, it's okay. Don't do things you don't want to do. Don't put stress on yourself you don't need to put on you. We've had a whole lot of fun doing this. We're going to keep going through the year. But let's pick another project. Let's get on another bus. The Hexi Cardi bus is still rolling. Let's pick another bus. What do you want to make together? Let us know down below, and we'll do it. We'll do it together. I'm looking forward to something new and fun, something that we haven't done before. So let us know. What do you want to make?
I don't know what it would be.
I have a couple ideas, but I want to know what you guys want to do, and we'll go from there. That's all we have for today. Oh, no, it's not. I need to show you the latest installments, the latest edition of what's been sent. Okay, so this is, whoa. I don't know what I just did. I pushed a button somewhere. Alright. This is Litza from Coco's Crochet. This is her beautiful Hexi Cardi.
Beautiful.
Very pretty. And this one is from Cassandra at Craftably Ever After.
Beautiful.
Very pretty. I love the colorway in both of those. And Cassandra said that she had picked this to go with all of her jeans and stuff like that, and I really like that idea.
That is good, yeah.
And it was funny because as she was reflecting on the things that she struggled with, it was some of the same things I struggled with. And neither one of us make wearables, so I make blankets and a little amigurumi, and Cassandra makes a ton of amigurumi if you haven't seen her stuff. So it's just been really interesting to go along and see what people are doing. I think Litza and I finished ours about the same time, so it was like during the same week we were like, hey, look, I finished, yay. So it's all about, you know, supporting each other and being there for each other. And these crochet alongs, that's what they're about, right? Supporting each other and being able to help each other get through it, and you can do it, and you know it's going to be all right. And if you hit a roadblock, we'll help you through it, and you know, we all get there. So it's just about encouraging each other, and there are lots of CALs going on. Just to mention a few, I know that Litza is doing the birthstone CAL, where you do anything with the color of the birthstone of the month, and she's doing that all throughout the year. She's also she also has a doll clothes crochet along that she's doing. Rose from Rose Likes Crochet is doing random acts of kindness crochet along, where each month you crochet something different. Let's see. I don't know how many more weeks she's doing it. This might be the last one. Lynn from, hold on, I'm gonna mess it up and I don't want to. Lynn from Lynn Penguin's Creations has been doing a birthday CAL all month, and you could crochet a specific item, she said, or anything pink, and I submitted my Hexi Cardi for that and the little peep that I made. And I'm trying to think if there are any other crochet alongs. I'll get off of here and go, oh my gosh, there are tons, because you all know there are tons of crochet alongs, and I never get to participate in all of them. Some of them last for a long time, some of them last for a little bit. I just finished participating in Ella's Kaleidoscope Mal, which is a make along, and that has finished. She's done with that for this year, but she's going to do it again next year. So if you know crochet alongs we haven't mentioned, put them down in the description box below. I'm sure there are tons. Make alongs, crochet alongs, whatever they are. Let us know what they are. There are a whole bunch that I don't always hear about them all, or I don't always get to participate in them all. Let us know which, just put the name of the channel and what the crochet along is in the comments below, so other people can go check them out. Don't forget to be kind, because
you don't know anybody else's journey.
Bye.
Bye.